Day 3 of my attempts at getting out of a rut by facing the 75 hard programme once again. I'm going for my first walk of the day, lunchtime, and I wanted just to quickly talk about positive reading and how much of a benefit that can have on the whole of your life. You might think reading for you might be just a waste of time. You don't need to know anything. You don't need to know. You don't need any help. Sometimes they're called self-help books, and we frown upon that because it's like, oh, I don't need help. You don't want to admit you need help, maybe. But I call them positive books, positive reading. You're learning from inspirational people that are giving you their advice and their education passed on to you. So why wouldn't you want to read that? Now, I picked up a book on 75 hard. Once you pick up a book, you have to complete it from start to finish. You haven't got a choice. Which I don't necessarily agree with, because I think if a book doesn't resonate with you, you should be free to put it down. But, I might have to change my mind on that, because this one book I've been reading about, it's been telling me to start stroking my arm and saying calm and things. And for me, that might work for some people, yeah. But for me, it doesn't. I'm more of a, I need a kick up the backside motivational book, like David Goggins or Ant Middleton, Andy Frisella. So that sort of reading wasn't doing much for me, and I wanted to put it down, but I couldn't. But this is the thing. After a couple of chapters, I then read this one thing this morning about low mood and how to increase it. And this is what I learned. And this just sums up why positive reading can actually benefit the whole of your life. The one thing I read from this book that I didn't like was about serotonin in your mind. And red meats all meats actually, contain amino acids, and one of the amino acids that it contains, I think meat contains about 9 amino acids, I think is what I read, and one of them is tryptophan. No, it's not tryptophan. I've forgotten it now. It's typical, isn't it? As soon as I get my phone out, I'm just trying to pass on what I've read, so I haven't really installed it in my brain yet. Tryptophan is the amino acid. And what happens with tryptophan, and this is the thing here, tryptophan's only found in free-range animals, free-range meat, because, well, actually I don't know why, because I'm assuming it's got something to do with the daylight, because serotonin comes from the daylight, and I'm just thinking it might have something to do with that, but I might be wrong. But caged animals and cheap meat don't contain as many amino acids, or don't contain tryptophan. I'm sorry if I'm not getting this 100% correct, but I'm just giving you this as an example. And tryptophan, when it's consumed, it's converted into serotonin. And serotonin is the chemical that is responsible for our mood. So actually, by eating high quality meats, actually has a much bigger benefit on our mood. And so that's what I learnt this morning. So if I hadn't have read that, I would never have known that. So my next week's shopping is going to include a lot of high quality meats, because I want to do everything I can to increase my mood, and that might just have a massive benefit on my future. Is 75 hard restrictive? Is it too restrictive? Is it too strict? Are there too many rules? Too many tasks? Well, is healthy living restrictive? Well, say for example, if you want to lose weight, you've got to go on a diet. You've got to exercise more. Whatever one you want to do, if not both. So of course it's restrictive. If you need to lose weight, of course you've got to be restrictive. You've got to restrict what you're eating. You've got to cut out a lot of junk. I know 75 hard, you can't eat any junk. But that's a good thing. The fact that you're actually being told to eat 100% healthy by not eating any junk, that's not a restriction. You're being freed from the marketing of this world that grabs your attention at every possible opportunity, whether through adverts on the telly or at the end aisles of the supermarkets, to eat all this junk. You never see a buy one get one free potato, But you always hear buy one, get one free Snickers bar or Kit Kat. This world is trapping you into the junk food ways. And you're not going to hit your full potential by eating junk food. So is it restrictive or is it freeing you to actually be able to cook healthy meals and eat nutritious fuel for your body? Are the 2 workouts a day too extreme? Should you be having a rest day? Or is that just the world feeding you with some wimpish reason to say, oh, you need to look after yourself and not burn out? Well, I did 2 workouts a day for 75 days and I didn't burn out. I successfully completed the program. So here's the thing. Why did I then fall back into a rut after the program? Was it because I was burnt out? Was it because I had some sort of rebound effect? So when you restrict yourself, you're then going to go mad at it? Well, it's a valid question, to be honest. But no, the answer is simple. I got myself back into a rut because I chose to. Once you install a new lifestyle, which usually takes up to the point of 66 days, according to the studies at the University of London, when your brain then hits the automaticity point of the life that you're now living. Only by choice are you going to put yourself back down there again. And that's exactly what I did. Because my 75 hard program finished on December the 16th, and I told myself every single day of that program, I can't wait to day 76 because that's when my Christmas starts. And that is when I'm going to eat loads of junk food because I want to enjoy my 3-week Christmas period. So I stuffed my face silly for 3 weeks on purpose, by choice. A mistake I will not be making again, because what did I do? I've installed this new, great, healthy, hard way of living. And I threw it all away by choice because I wanted to enjoy my Christmas. And now I've got to build it up from scratch again. Because by doing that, I put myself back into a rut of old, unhealthy ways. And now I need to get myself going. And the majority of the people will say, but I'm happy. I'm living life to a balance. I don't restrict myself. I have my treats. I have a balance. I'm happy. And these are the same people that are looking down at their bellies every day in the mirror and thinking, I'm disgusted. I'm getting fat. I don't feel happy with my appearance. But yet these are the people that are saying, but I'm happy with what I'm eating. I'm happy to have a balance and to have junk food and to have alcohol. These are the same people that are also very unhappy when they look down at their bellies. Well, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. So anyone watching this, I'm just going to stop here for 2 seconds and say this one important thing. If you've got yourself into a rut, it's usually by your own choice. And do you have to be restrictive? Do you have to live hard? Do you have to push yourself through hardship, voluntary suffering in order to benefit yourself physically and mentally? Yes, you do. And that's why I'm doing it. So, look guys, healthy living is hard. At the end of the day, it's hard. If you want to lose weight, it takes sacrifice. Right? If you want to stop a bad habit, you're gonna have to push yourself through a bit of discomfort mentally. And if you want to push yourself to get fitter, you're gonna have to push yourself physically. And it's gonna be tough. All form of self-improving in any way is tough. I mean, just think you want to improve, just say you want to improve your business. Guess what? It's going to be tough to expand and improve. Say you want to just improve something, maybe you're facing a mental battle. Maybe it's overcoming low mood or depression. Guess what? It's going to be tough. And it takes sacrifice. It takes restrictions. It takes hard work and effort. It's not easy. Trust me. And I'm on day 3 of 75 hard, and today has been a struggle. And every single day of my 75 hard that I succeeded with was a struggle. And every single day in the lockdown in 2020, when I lost 6.5 stone, every single day was a struggle. People can see the before and after photos and think, oh, look at that. And you can put some Rocky Balboa music behind you for some motivation to make your video and your story look good and attractive. And I want to try and promote healthy living because it's brilliant. It provides so much benefit to your life. You know, physically, mentally, self-esteem, confidence, self-belief, fortitude, grit, determination. It gives you all of this. 75 hard gives you that in massive, massive benefit. That really did transform me. But guess what? In order to have that benefit in your life, you cannot achieve it without hard work, suffering, sacrifice, hardship, voluntary hardship, temporary discomfort, and a lot of grit.